here for Touk's talk with Dave. Pretty casual interview, bit about himself, bit about what his life's like. So welcome, mate. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks for having me. Cheers.
Well, I might start off because you got a bit going on in your life, I think. I know that you're a new father, you got engaged recently, you got a new house, you got your now fiance has a cafe, and you know your brother's moved up. So might start off with what's it like being a father?
Yeah, it's good, mate. It's been like you said, it's been busy sort of 6 months for myself and for the family. But being dad's been really enjoyable, and certainly getting used to, like, I know everyone says it, like before I had a kid, that you never sleep the same. Certainly getting a taste of that, but it's been good, and luckily for us, Charlie's in terms of how babies sleep and all that sort of stuff, he's been a ripper. So
that's super. How do you go changing the nappies?
That's actually one of the easiest jobs. It's more so. I know everyone always talks about the nappies are shocking. He's only just gotten onto solid foods now, so I think
could change.
Maybe the next couple of weeks
really
might be a bit
could
different.
change. That's awesome. How do you reckon it's kind of changed your life? I reckon because it's a pretty big step. I feel like with everything going on with footy as well.
Yeah, I've just sort of like balancing everything's been has been interesting. Obviously, footy's pretty, as you know, like pretty demanding. So just trying to, obviously be as good a dad as possible and a good partner to Georgia as possible, but also having the time constraints of, I don't have as much time at the club anymore to sort of do what I probably want to do, and but that's going to take time. I think just a little bit of an adjustment phase, and and obviously there's probably been a bit of pressure on Georgia. She's obviously got a cafe and stuff as well, so trying to balance everything is something we're probably going to take a while for us to work through, and but really enjoying it.
Yeah, that's super. Cool. So tell us about the new house you've got going up. So you started building it? The one
So building a place in Burleigh. Actually going through Metricon. So
nice.
You try and use the sponsors where we can. And, but hopefully we start building in next couple of weeks. And the guys they've been really good. They said once they build or once they start, hopefully it can be up within 6 months. So looking forward to that, mate.
That'd be awesome.
Going to be a good process.
Have a little housewarming once that opens.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe a New Year's party. So there we go.
That's super. So just a bit, because your brother moved up, Andrew. After Byron. So I know he had a new baby come in recently to the world as well. So tell us a bit about what that's like. having him up here as well. Big change.
Yeah, I mean he finished up footy last year, and I think him and his wife Elise, they've got 2 young ones as well. So sort of looking for a bit of a change up, and he was actually pretty keen to keep playing footy last year, and he was keen to come play up for us, but that sort of didn't eventuate. So they thought they were still pretty keen to come up and sort of change up their lifestyle a bit, and they've been loving. They're living in Byron Bay, so it's sort of hard not to enjoy that, but loving them being down the road, and. And he's still playing footy. He plays with Aspley up in Brizzy, so he sort of comes up to the coast once a week, and we'll catch up. And he's been pretty helpful actually. He's sort of managing the sort of house build at the moment, because he's pretty into that. So in terms of getting everything organised for building the house, he's been good for me. Like get my head around it, and even knowing that they're down the road to. Sort of call into and whenever you can, and it's been good. And as you know, like not having family up here can be quite
different ball game.
It can be quite hard at times. So as much support as you can get is awesome.
Yeah, no, that's super. Now I know you've got 2 dogs, and they're big boys. They're so solid. So and especially now you got Charlie in the world. You got 2 Ridgebacks that are probably like the size of me. And then what are their names? Give us a.
Got Duke and Winston. So
You had one, and then you end up
Yeah.
you end up with another one through, I don't know, one of your mates or something like that had.
Yeah, no, so we had, we bought Duke probably 3 years ago. And yeah, like at the time I was thinking, oh, it's pretty good having a puppy and all that sort of stuff. And he was awesome. And then probably a year later, we adopted Winston, who was his brother from the same litter and whatever else. So now we've ended up with two Ridgebacks, and it's been it's probably not the call, to be honest, like having 2 big dogs like that. But they're good dogs. It's just sort of they need a lot of like exercise and it's
some
sort
serious
of
attention.
Yeah, some attention. So we sort of not sure what to do with them. Sometimes they're a bit like because they're big lap dogs as well. So it's sort of it can be a bit funny, like they're always on the bed and
coming to your place the other day, and they come to the door. They're guard dogs.
They are good guard dogs. Yeah,
they're seriously big boys.
Yeah, I know. It's sort of, and people get scared of big dogs, so it can be especially around kids and that sort of stuff. I'm always wary to just make sure they're always on their lead and stuff. So not that they'd ever hurt anyone, but
they've been pretty protective of Charlie, I'd say, soon.
No, they are. They're awesome dogs. Their temperaments like, I'm pretty sure they're bred to like protect like villages and stuff in Africa back in the day, so something like that. So they're very, very good guard dogs. So whenever anyone's at the gate, then you definitely know.
You definitely know about it.
Yeah.
So you get
bit different to your 2 dogs, right?
Well, I got 2 sausage dogs, and they're not guard. Actually, that's a lie. They actually are guard dogs. Someone comes to the door, they'll bark. Yeah. But once they come through,
come on, mate.
They're no good, mate. They get chewed up by your dogs. Absolutely. We might move to a bit of footy. So we'll talk about it before, but it can be pretty stressful part of your life. What do you probably find the most challenging in terms of football at the moment? Or
it's probably just not winning games. This can be pretty pretty stressful, and you obviously there's times when you start to, obviously when the team's not going as well, you start to doubt yourself, and sometimes you doubt what you bring to the team and all that sort of stuff. So it's probably just at the moment it's probably been the grind of it all, just trying to
get through it.
Especially, it's not like I've been here for a couple of years, been here a long time now, so and obviously want the club to do really well, and so probably just at times it can be challenging, and I know it can turn really quickly, so obviously trying to be as positive as I can, and obviously being an older player as well, still be positive around the group as much as possible, because I do believe that like it can really turn for us. So, and I think the club's in a really, really good position in terms of key people at the club, and
100%.
So I'm pretty positive we can really turn it around. Just I know we've got a good group, so that work really hard. So it's just really keen for the club to get some wins, mate. And
I can definitely vouch
like
for
yourself,
that.
I guess. Start enjoying footy a bit more, and because certainly no one enjoys losing. That's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Do you reckon you got any like regrets from past for football? Anything you wish
for footy?
Yeah, that you wish you might have not done or changed when you were a bit younger?
Oh, probably lots, mate. Not so much regrets, more just I always say you just learn things along the way. You try not to have too many. But yeah, there's always things that probably with my body, back a few years ago with my I've obviously had a lot of knee issues and stuff like that. So probably just learning to manage myself a bit better than I did earlier on. Like obviously I've got to but that's sort of, you learn that
part
through
of
experience. And, the more sort of years you're around, you learn your body a bit more and that sort of stuff. So, no, I wouldn't say I had too many regrets, mate.
I feel like you've been in a really good position because you're now playing a lot of footy, which is what you want. But they always talk about, you know, what you had in the past with your knee and your injuries, and you had to manage it because you work so hard. So I think,
that's it.
You just learn as you go, kind of thing.
100%, yeah. And it's just been an adjustment phase because I was always wanted to train and get out there and do as much as I could.
Yeah.
So that's just happened to be, you sort of learn along the way that, and especially now you're a bit older, you can't probably do what I used to do in terms of running and that as I would have liked, but
doesn't seem to stop you, mate.
Yeah,
still
hopefully still being able to play a role for the team has been important.
So do you have any pre-game routines or anything like that? Pre-game, or even like before? Do you like to eat pasta before the game? Do you?
No, not really. I reckon I had, when I was younger, I had a lot of superstitions, like before pre-game. Like, I'd always wear the same pair of Speedos, always.
That's me at the moment.
Yeah, try and replicate, you know, exactly week to week. But I found that probably caused more stress than good, to be honest. Like, so nowadays I'm pretty chilled out. Like, I normally have the same pre-game meal, just like a pasta, like most people would. But I'd keep it pretty chill, mate.
I reckon I'm a bit like you. I always find that when you start to get superstitious, like, it creates more stress.
Yeah.
And it's just like, nah, I can't. I've got to get rid of this. Like, actually, the only thing I have now at the moment is I'm wearing the same Speedos. Most weeks, and it's like, I've got to about 2 years now where I've got the same pair of Speedos, which is a superstition, I think. But like, besides that, I think everything else, I'm a bit like, nah.
Yeah.
If I keep this routine up, I'm going to get real like bad on it, and then if I don't do it, I'm going to think I'm going to play a bad game. And it's the last thing you need.
I know.
It's the last stress you need before you go out.
I think as relaxed as possible as you can be is probably like is key.
So many people have different stuff. Like I know, like Maisie, when we're about 10 minutes before we go out, he's got his feet up on the locker.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And I'm like,
that is
he's very relaxed, and then he'll come out and you just run 1,000 kilometres an hour trying to.
I have seen him do that. It's like almost like a meditative thing.
It's random, isn't it? Like, I don't know
whatever works, I guess.
It works for him, I think. Definitely works for him. Well, since we haven't had many wins this year, but what do you reckon your favourite part about winning is, especially with this group that we got at the moment?
Favourite part about winning?
When we do get them, you know, like, I know.
Yeah, I know. Just, I guess it's just seeing like the enjoyment on everyone's face that.
Yeah.
It's not just the players as well. It's it's all the people that sort of your tinies and all that sort of
so
property guys that sort of get to see them up and about. You know, even Piley, like blokes that put in so much effort and work behind the scenes.
Coming to the change rooms.
And seeing this, everyone feeds off it. So, and even like to an extent, the fans. You know, obviously they've been probably starved of it a fair bit up here. So.
Not much to cheer about.
Yeah, that's it. See the enjoyment that they get. It's definitely makes it worth it.
Yeah, 100%. We'll flip back to your life, mate. I won't ask a question about your view on life, but I will ask. What's I know you've travelled a fair bit because you get time in the off season. Not so much now with little Charlie involved, but I know in the past you have. Yeah. Is there any place that is your favourite to go to? That's that if you could go back and live there, you would?
I know my first few years I went over to Europe, I think like 3-4 times, or 3 years in a row, I think, or something like that. I always thought Barcelona was one of the great cities.
Yeah, it is nice actually.
It is, in terms of like making it livable, or in terms of like living there, I think it would be like pretty cool experience. Just like, I'm sort of into my food and probably like yourself, like
the sun as well.
Food and wine, sun.
Is that good?
So I reckon that'd be pretty cool, mate.
That'd be nice. Yeah, I agree. I remember I went to Barca a couple of years ago, and like loved it. Like there's surf, there's there's good food, like there's good stuff.
Got everything.
And then the rest of Europe's all of like an hour away.
Yeah,
they're so good.
100%.
It's absolutely unreal.
To be honest, I actually need to plan another trip to go somewhere. Last couple of years have been pretty quiet. But
could be different with the baby, mate.
Yeah, it'll be different.
Charlie and Georgia can get away. It'd be nice.
I think it'll be good actually while he's young, trying to just take him everywhere we can. And
well, at least he'll travel well. He might travel well.
That's it.
You taking him on a plane already? You took him to WA, didn't you?
Yeah. We've sort of been pretty relaxed parents, like trying to
Yeah.
he gets handed around a fair bit, and
people got to do
yeah, that's right.
People got to pull their weight.
That's right.
Even at lawn bowls the other day.
Yeah, that's right.
Braden Ferrini was.
Well, there's not many kids at the
doing
club,
the
so I
rounds.
think all the other boys quite enjoyed as well. So
I reckon you're starting to prep some boys for fatherhood. I reckon there's that
100%.
many lads that pick up Charlie or take the pram for a spin. And
yeah, yeah, a few real young boys as well that are into it. So it'll be interesting.
You never know, mate. Could be on the way for it.
Definitely.
All right, well, last question for you. What do you reckon's next for Dave? Like, what do you see past footy or after life of footy? If you've
well,
even
hopefully
got
not
anything?
too. That's not too.
It's a long way away.
Hopefully it's a long way away.
It's a long way away.
No, it's not. It's not really. It's only. I'm 26 in a few months, so
You can't say that. That's old.
Oh no, I'll still feel young. No, hopefully that's not for a few years, but
Yeah.
I don't know, mate. Sort of. I was studying doing business, but I sort of put that to the back burner for a couple of years. So I'd probably like to do that at some stage. Probably pick it back up.
Yeah.
But yeah, probably just like keep it sort of developing my skills in different areas and that sort of stuff. So probably look to do a coaching course, like an AFL coaching course, maybe back end of this year or next year. And I don't know if I'll stay in footy or anything like that, but it's always probably good to have. And
well, I feel like footy's good because you get plenty of chances to network with people.
100%.
It gives you a fair bit of opportunity to do other things around footy and outside of footy. So I feel like it's going to give you a fair bit to do.
Yeah, that's it. So if you obviously, like you said, you sort of meet people and stuff, and there's always going to be opportunities out there post footy. So to be honest, not too sure, but even like something in there, like around like building and like I wouldn't mind trying to like flip houses or do something. I know we've spoken about that a few times.
How good is
it's
it?
probably the dream job, but
actually though,
might be a bit harder to get into. So
apparently it's stressful real stressful flipping houses, but I feel like rewarding. Like you finish it and you'd be like, I've done a nice job here.
I'd like to maybe do one in my life, or at least one
maybe flip a house.
Just to sort of get that experience as well. So
100%. Oh, thanks for being on the show, mate. I appreciate it. I hope the questions weren't too hard for you.
Thanks for having me, mate.
The first one.
Hopefully it wasn't too bad.
No, it was good, mate. Yeah. No, thank you.
Cheers,
that's it for Touk's Talk. Until next time.